With a gentle companion, find the wisdom to love yourself better. Today, we're going to go through a book, You're Actually Great. This book explores how to find inner peace in our current age of anxiety. Not only does it offer practical advice, but it also inspires us through real stories on how to better get along with ourselves. First, let's talk about the current state of anxiety. Surveys show that most people feel stressed, worried, and anxious in their daily lives. Nearly half of the people feel lost due to concerns about the future, 40% are anxious because of work, and 30% mention the pressures of relationships and parenting. Besides these, health issues, academic stress, job pressure, financial worries, and interpersonal problems also contribute to feelings of unease. To resolve anxiety, we first need to objectively understand our emotions and learn to manage them healthily, making peace with ourselves. Through mindfulness, we can change our relationship with our emotions and thoughts, cultivating positive and balanced thinking habits. Understanding the role of emotions and accepting and managing our negative emotions is key to solving anxiety. The role of a psychological counselor is not to give advice, but to help the client clearly understand their inner conflicts and emotional needs, so they can make suitable decisions themselves. Providing answers directly is less important than helping them develop the ability to find answers. Counselors help clients discover their motivation, confidence, and courage, leading to self-growth. In modern society, anxiety is prevalent. Despite improved living standards, internal pressure hasn't decreased. People might feel anxious due to working too hard, a phenomenon known as the more you strive, the more anxious you get. This anxiety might stem from setting overly high expectations for oneself or misunderstanding one's abilities. Additionally, changes in the social environment and unhealthy living habits can also cause anxiety. Linlin works in marketing at a private company in a major city. She must catch the metro every morning, and being late means she'll miss work. The company environment is complex, with a demanding boss and competitive colleagues, adding immense pressure. She doesn't enjoy her job and has always been interested in art, feeling genuine and peaceful only when painting. Linlin's parents want her to attend a big city university and believe she should feel satisfied. Linlin represents many young people troubled by anxiety, unease, and low self-esteem. They fear not being recognized or accepted, or being left behind by the times. These emotions not only affect their work and studies, but also their social interactions. Anxiety and low self-esteem can lead to self-criticism, non-acceptance, and even self-loathing. The effort itself isn't the cause of anxiety. Rather, it's the cognitive distortions driving our efforts that are the real culprits. Thinking habits determine how we view problems, influencing our emotions and behaviors. Positive cognition can trigger positive emotions and behaviors, and vice versa. Our cognition is subjective, based on our upbringing, education, and life environment. The distinction between cognition and facts is crucial for emotional and behavioral impact. If we firmly believe we're not good enough, we might miss many opportunities. Thinking habits begin forming in infancy when all needs are met externally. Infants express their needs by crying, forming basic worldviews. Toddler and childhood phases are critical for developing thinking habits, where children, centered on themselves, learn emotional regulation and social interaction. Parental behavior profoundly impacts children. Emotional trauma is crucial for psychological and emotional health. Trauma can stem from experiences of insult, failure, rejection, betrayal, and loss. Misunderstanding that only major events are traumatic is common. In fact, any emotional hurt requires healing. The healing process involves re-experiencing emotional avoidance, negative thoughts, and physical reactions. Childhood experiences significantly impact emotional trauma, necessitating acknowledgement for healing. Living in the present helps us slow down from a fast-paced life, control emotions, and avoid overthinking. Mindfulness is a conscious awareness, focusing on each moment without subjective judgment. Mindfulness helps us concentrate on the present, reducing anxiety. Those living in the past or future easily become anxious because they make choices in the present that they later regret. Mindfulness, derived from Buddhist meditation, has been introduced into Western psychology for emotional management, self-regulation, and enhanced attention. Mindfulness helps us focus and observe things uniquely, setting aside subjective thoughts and simply examining things as they are. Mindfulness practice includes awareness, description, and participation. Through mindfulness, we learn to control our thoughts and emotions rather than being led by them. Mindfulness techniques include awareness, description, and participation. In awareness, observe what you're thinking, feeling, and sensing in the present moment. During description, objectively and neutrally describe your thoughts, emotions, and physical reactions. In participation, fully engage in an activity without judgment, observing the surrounding things. Mindfulness helps us focus on the present, avoiding excessive focus on the past and future. Cultivating mindfulness habits requires repeated practice, much like learning an instrument or exercising. The goal of mindfulness practice is to enhance awareness and control of attention. In practice, anything can serve as an anchor. Mindfulness breathing exercises, body scans, mindful walking, and even mindful chocolate eating are effective methods. Whatever you're doing, you can do it mindfully. Thinking is how we perceive and understand the world, process information, solve problems, and make decisions. Our thoughts influence our emotions and behaviors, and thinking habits shape our daily decisions. Changing thinking habits starts with recognizing the problem and understanding what thoughts are in your mind. When we master the ability to objectively and curiously observe things, we can use the same skill to observe our thoughts. The first step in changing thinking habits is awareness of cognitive content, realizing what you're thinking. The second step is identifying cognitive distortions, recognizing faulty thinking habits. The third step is testing and questioning ingrained thoughts, using facts to refute negative thoughts. The fourth step is replacing negative thoughts with positive ones and extreme thoughts with balanced ones. These steps help us escape cognitive distortions and develop healthier thinking habits. Emotions distinguish humans from animals, and emotional intelligence is increasingly valued. Emotion regulation significantly impacts individuals and society, forming the basis of high emotional intelligence. Methods of emotion regulation include effectively recognizing and identifying emotional signals, accepting negative emotions, and soothing oneself. Emotion management doesn't mean having no emotions, but allowing yourself to feel them and returning to balance. Anxiety arises from excessive worries about future fate or past history. Effective anxiety prompts us to prepare for the future, reducing the likelihood of our fears coming true. Ineffective anxiety refers to worries beyond our control, unable to be immediately translated into action. Managing anxiety involves distinguishing effective from ineffective anxiety and handling ineffective anxiety through emotion management steps. Action is the beginning of change, requiring courage and determination. Many fear change due to anxiety, but fear is natural and learned. Fear protects us, but can also become an obstacle. Through mindfulness and self-reflection, we can learn to cope with fear and take steps toward change. Accepting your true self means unconditionally accepting both your strengths and weaknesses and focusing on what you can control. Unconditional self-acceptance means accepting yourself without judgment, leading to more effective change and growth. When we don't make peace with ourselves, we're constantly at war with ourselves. Strong individuals usually have made peace with themselves. The inner child refers to the emotional aspect of our personality that resembles our childhood self. The inner child is inherently intuitive and emotionally expressive, but it can be hurt in an unhealthy environment. Healing the inner child requires acknowledging its existence and emotional needs, practicing mindfulness, understanding, and accepting it to improve emotions and self-awareness. Setting emotional boundaries is essential for emotional safety. Establishing healthy boundaries is not selfish, but a way to convey self-respect and self-love. Clarifying your boundaries, valuing your importance, and communicating your boundaries to others through actions are key to building healthy relationships. Self-care is crucial for boosting self-esteem, increasing confidence, and feeling peaceful and secure deep inside. Self-care involves consciously recognizing your needs and taking action to meet them. Through physical, emotional, spiritual, social, and psychological self-care, we can build solid self-esteem, confidence, and security. Change isn't achieved overnight. It requires continuous effort and inner determination. Through mindfulness, self-reflection, and action, we can gradually overcome anxiety and find inner peace. Embracing your true self and making peace with yourself is key to finding inner peace. You are great. What matters is how you view yourself and how you interact with yourself. You're Actually Great offers profound insights into anxiety and self-acceptance. I hope today's reading review helps you gain a deeper understanding of your inner self. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.